Hello.
Hey,
Or she
darling.
can put it on
Can I
the
ask you a
table
couple,
and
ask you
against
for
the
a couple
bottle of water.
favors for
Yeah.
me? My children believe in documenting what I'm doing because people have not done this before.
Okay.
So if you can just, like right now, I'm just doing a little video so they'll see where I am, and then maybe just take some little highlights or whatever and
Okay.
pictures or whatever. We'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if she needs to hold it or just leave it?
I'll just do it from my phone and just send it to her. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
So, before we get ready to start, one more question. The last time, okay, so you live in Atlanta now, or do you live here?
Both. You don't have a choice.
So you're in it, so.
I am the Airbnb queen.
Jesus. I hear you, girl.
Wherever I need to be, I will get me an Airbnb. Main reason why is because I'm protected. There's always video surveillance, okay? And I'm able to live the life I want to live based on the place I choose. So when I was working in Montgomery, you know, I'm a Southern Belle, so I picked a Southern Belle type God because I wanted to embrace that spirit. But I live where I want to live.
I love her. Let's just jump into this. Oh, you're gonna love her.
Don't let me be too sassy though, because I'm
Oh, no, you're
raised
fine,
by
you're
some
fine.
strong women.
Girl, you're
So,
fine.
Wow.
You're fine.
But yeah, I don't, you know.
Wow, I just love her. So when he counts us down, so this is how this is gonna go. It's not live. I'll do the opening of the show at the end. So once post-production takes place, he's gonna put my opening, which I'll do at the end of our interview. That's gonna come on first, once it's put on television. And now we're getting ready to come into the conversation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have, and that's where I welcome you. Okay, we'll just kind of jump into it. And so what we'll do is have a natural conversation. If you feel like you need to talk directly to the people, because you are very good at that, you can look directly into the camera. At some point towards the end, I'm going to ask you, how can we contact you? How can we follow you? That's where you're gonna give us your social media site. Do you have a website or anything like that? So that the people, because one thing I know about this community, everybody is not tech savvy. And so we have a lot of senior citizens. That's another thing.
Those are my people.
Okay, so a lot of them they're watching like Mel and A Barbershop. That's what Toby, they're watching.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and Toby, he goes there as well. So they're watching while they're working. And they're the type, they will call, or they'll come to the office to see you. Cause they don't know how to navigate on technology and things like that. So that's why I was saying, if you don't mind sharing a contact number, or, cause sometimes when we do, I always ask, because sometimes when we do an interview, somebody, I would never forget when someone said, well, I don't wanna give out my number.
Oh my God. I bet you they're not busy. But
so that's why I'm asking, so that way you'll be mindful of that. Okay, all right. Licensed in Alabama and Georgia. Okay. So what you can do is say your first and last name and spell it, and then let him know your title, and that way he'll have that for the record.
okay.
Whenever you're ready, Mom.
All right. See your hand real quick, everybody.
Oh, yes.
Father God, we thank you so much for this moment, Lord. You are an amazing God. You just brought people together who, number one, love you, and number two, we love each other. Lord God, we thank you that your spirit is strong, and so whatever this conversation is going to be, Father God, we thank you for it. We thank you for giving us life. You are an amazing God. You're our best friend, and we know that all blessings come from you, because that's just how sweet you are. Bless us, Father. Give us what we need, for we know that it is your spirit that allows us to be. So we thank you for being here. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Let me tell you, you can't go to Oprah and forget that.
There you go.
Y'all, come on. Now,
Did
you
you say-
can't go to CNN and Fox and MSNBC and get that. Let me just bask in that for just one moment. God, isn't he amazing?
Always.
Isn't he amazing? Isn't he amazing? How he just orchestrate everything. I mean,
Hey, look, the one thing you shouldn't do is you shouldn't be surprised at our God. That's the one
That's
thing.
right.
I mean, it may surprise us what we see sometimes, but
Yeah.
man, some of the things that both of us see,
Mm.
they ain't no reason to be.
Don't you
Big
do that,
question.
don't make me do that, don't do that.
Just don't know, God is
He
amazing, I
is
love him,
amazing.
I love him. I worship and praise before every show. That's why I don't get in here so early, cause I have to have that time.
Mm-hmm.
And she just came in and ushered that in.
Mm-hmm.
God is so amazing. I just wanna say thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Have your way. Have your way.
Alright, ladies, y'all ready?
Yes, we
Ooh,
are.
Jesus. God, you come here and make me
Then we
happy.
can, look,
Woo.
let's just go ahead and glorify him right now.
Jesus. Woo. Jesus. Wow. That is amazing. Okay.
Monica, while we're doing that, you wanna go ahead and just say your name,
Sure.
spell it out for me,
Sure.
and title.
Alright. I am Monica Owens, the insurance lady. Monica is Monica, Owens is Owens. The insurance lady is my brand, and that's who I am.
That works.
Ooh. Testing. Am I good?
Good to go.
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, are we good?
Good.
How are we with us? Weight, knee down, or
I've got, as of right now, I've got everything foot
foot and all?
and up.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you feel comfortable?
Mm-hmm. Just making sure.
You look good.
Thank you.
Okay. Her angle looks good
Stephanie.
from the eyes of a woman.
Oh.
You can come over here and
Let
look
me see,
from the
let me
camera.
see.
Yeah, gotta make sure
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
we take care of each other. Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
We like to be pretty.
You are.
You always.
Let me get you here. There you go. Beautiful. All right. Okay, he's gonna count us down. and
Are you
then
trying to sit center in your chair?
No.
Okay.
Stop, get the angle, cause
Well,
if I sit center, I'm a
So
little
turn
wide.
Turn legs towards
Yeah.
Monica just a touch.
Turn this chair.
No, Monica, turn
No.
your legs. You can twist a little bit. No, Monica, you're good.
Oh.
You're good.
Okay.
Loretta, there we go. Right
there you go. There you go. Did I create my thing away?
Okay, thank you, that's what we need.
And I talk with my hands, so.
That's fine,
Okay.
me too. All right,
All right, ready? All right, so 3, 2, 1.
welcome back. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose, and on today's show, we have a treat. We have the one and only, the insurance lady, Monica Owens. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Amazing.
It is an honor to be here with you.
I feel the same.
Thank you.
I feel the same. Let me just say this, I'm gonna jump right into it. This lady is a gift. She is a gift. She came in the studio bearing gifts with gratitude and her love and passion for what she does. Monica, the insurance lady.
Yes.
I've heard of you. You've been carrying that title for some time. I love your passion and compassion, in your empathy for others in this industry. Help the community and those that are watching know, when did you know this was your purpose?
Oh my God, I was sharing with you and West, I was the daughter who wrote the checks. In the African American community, I don't wanna say that we're not intelligent, but there were some things that we weren't exposed to. And so my grandmother family would give me the responsibility of writing that check. So when our insurance man would come to visit us, once a month, she would have the whole house laid out. It would be beautiful. And when he came into the house, Monica, you know what to do. I would go and grab the red envelope, which is American General. We all remember American General.
Yes.
And I would go and grab the American General envelope, and I would go and grab her checkbook, and I would write out the check to him. And I would sit there and just watch their conversation, just, pray that hopefully one day I would have that same type of exchange. And so when I got into this industry, it was by happenstance. I was hosting a gospel show in Auburn, Alabama. And you know how it is, like when you're working pro bono, right, or for free, I still had to pay my bills. And so my radio show dad, Richard LeGrand, said, Monica, my Allstate agent is looking for help. And I said, well, you think I could do that? He was like, yeah, you definitely could. And that's where my career started, and it's just taken off from there 12 years ago.
Amazing. I remember the insurance man coming to grandma's house too.
Yes.
That was serious business. you know what? They built family relationships
They
too.
did, they did.
I mean, the insurance man became a part of the family.
He did.
And I love that how you didn't realize that what you were being a part of, you really was being groomed writing the check.
Come on, yeah.
You really was being groomed and just didn't realize that you were being developed into purpose.
Yes.
Wow. Where's home?
Home is Columbus, Georgia.
Really?
Home, Columbus, Georgia. I'm in Muskogee County. I graduated from Carver High School. I am a Tiger, bona fide Tiger, proud Tiger.
Oh, wow. The Carver High.
The Carver High School. And, you know, just being a part of Columbus also ushered me into being an insurance lady because I love my community.
Yes, it shows.
I love my community. I'm serious, you know. People have asked me to go, you know, move to New York, come to Paris, you know, all the time.
Yes.
And I ended up always back home.
Back home.
I always end up back home. And so I decided to start my business here because I really love my community.
Wow.
You know, and if you're gonna help anybody, what I mean by that is if you're gonna use your gifts, meaning you traveled abroad, you became developed, you become worldly educated, why wouldn't you use those talents to benefit the people who raised you? So when I decided to come back to Columbus, Georgia, it was to use all my talents I've learned and developed to bring that back to my community.
Amazing.
And it's worked great.
Wow. Before we get more into our conversation, and because you're gonna give us some one-on-one about insurance, she is going to educate you.
I am.
How did you get the name, the insurance lady? Because when your name is mentioned, we automatically think the insurance lady. How did you get that?
Well, studying for my master's, Dr. Ross said, we're gonna do what they call a Shark Tank pitch. So he wanted all of us to create our own brand, okay? So I was working for State Farm in Forest Park, Georgia at that time, and you know, I would come in every day, just extra, just always branded no matter where I go.
Wow.
And I said, okay, well, let's see. Because every time I was at State Farm or at a different house, they would always say, the insurance lady is here. Hold on a second, my insurance lady is here. Give me 1 second, honey, my insurance lady is here.
Okay.
So I was like, well, shucks, that's who I am.
Yes.
Not Monica,
Wow.
the insurance lady.
The insurance lady. I love it.
So I told my professor, I said, you know what? I'm gonna use this as my brand. Monica, go and do your research to make sure that it's not used. And that was 12 years ago, and there was no one calling themselves the insurance lady.
Wow.
Y'all, it was just a happenstance. So I didn't go and do anything extra because I was just excited that they recognized me as the insurance lady.
The insurance lady. Have you always been this energetic? Because every time I've seen you on social media, when we talked on the phone, I was like, she sounds like she wakes up on 100.
I don't know where it comes from. I say, you know, I have a very strong prayer life. I do. And it's a level of energy that I try to, you know, contain, but guess what? It is who I am who I am.
Yes.
You know, but as far as in what I bring to the insurance industry, I bring this passion. That's really what it is. It's passion.
Yes.
So if your passion is for whatever your whatever your subject matter is, whatever your passion is, you're gonna have this energy. So I wake up in the morning with passion for people.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You know, you can't take people lightly.
Yes.
And so when I wake up, I don't know about you, but I grab my phone. I try to say God first, say something to God first. But I grab my phone and I start, you know, responding to these text messages. And before you know it, the energy just starts to bubble up
Yes.
because I have to respond to my clients.
Amazing, amazing. So for those that are watching, they're probably wanting to know what type of insurance services you provide. First of all, you're a broker.
Yes.
Okay, help them to understand
All
more
right,
about
so
your role.
if you guys don't understand broker, I'm gonna just give it to you very basic because it's gonna help everybody understand. A broker is basically someone who is in position to benefit everyone. Brokerages is basically breaking bread. You make a decision that you're gonna go into a contract with the insurance company or whichever industry you decide to be a part of. But you say, I will go and find the clientele for you. Yeah, you've done all the marketing, but I'm gonna actually go and find Loretta Rose. I'm gonna go and find Wes. I'm gonna go and find, this particular person, whatever. And so the insurance company says, well, if you go and find the insurance clientele, we will break bread with you. So I decided I wanted to join with several different companies because you never know what clientele you're gonna walk into. You never know. And with insurance, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but everybody has a very specified case. Everybody's case is very specified. You may be a homeowner, I may be a renter. So I needed to find different companies that I can adhere to or adjust or align myself with to represent you the best way I could. So there are about 20 companies I represent.
Oh, wow. And you are licensed in Alabama and Georgia?
I am licensed in Alabama and Georgia. The main reason why is because where are we? We are just divided by a bridge. Once we cross over a bridge, we're in Alabama.
That's right.
And so Alabamans do practice, they practice their businesses in Georgia,
That's
and we
right.
practice our business in Alabama.
Mhm.
So if you're smart, you should be a Georgia and Alabama agent.
You are a smart girl. Oh, wow, I love it, I love it. So, how is the market with insurance now? Because it is so high, like we've never seen it before.
It is.
I mean, how, to just give it to the basic, first of all, why is it so high now?
Well, okay, so insurance is everything, okay? It is a big bag of money. Let's just tell the truth. If you go into an insurance contract with the insurance company, their job is to deliver for you if you need them. Most people wouldn't use insurance if they had money, right? But if you don't have money to take care of your property or to replace a life, you utilize the insurance company for that reason. So the reason why rates are high, and I gotta just tell you this, is because people are more expensive now. We're buying bigger houses, okay? We are shopping more, we are traveling more, okay? We're living longer. And so whenever you have that many people that has a huge demand for a product, guess what? You're gonna influence rates. And then insurance is also regulated or moved by weather. If the weather is bad, which we now know, okay? If the weather is bad, guess what? You're gonna have property damage. Guess what else? You're gonna lose lives. We also eat more than we ever eat in our lives. Yeah, we're saying that we're gonna stop eating fast foods, but guess what? It's fast, and we have things to do. And so we're not as healthy as we used to be either. And so insurance is having to respond to the demands of the people. And so rates are gonna be influenced by the people. So if it's your time to receive a claim, you don't want to, but you gotta file a claim, right? My job is to make sure that you have an insurance contract that will respond to you when you need it. And so the reason why I'm here with you today is just to, just put awareness on what our industry is all about. We are there for everyone. But if you don't know to have a policy in place, you're not gonna benefit from this huge sum of cash that's waiting on you. But in order to get that cash, you must have an insurance contract.
So what do you hear the most when it comes to insurance that is a misconception regarding insurance?
Honestly, guys, they don't know that there's value in this product. It's called insurance. It's there to restore you financially in the event of a loss. In the event of a loss, my industry will restore you financially. Now, in order to do so, you gotta pay something, okay? You gotta pay a monthly, what they call premium. And so you go into this contract, and if you don't have one in place, you're not gonna benefit from this. Now, once you do file your claim, because you had a catastrophe or you've lost someone, now you're gonna contact us. And we're gonna make sure that we benefit you, right? So we're gonna extend that money to you for being in contract with us. Hopefully I've kind of broken that down
That sounds
without
good.
all the rhetoric. But, if you don't have a policy, you're not gonna benefit.
That's true.
You're not.
That's true.
If you're a homeowner and you're not properly insured, you're gonna lose. If you don't have the right type of policy, you're gonna lose. And so I wanted to be here today just to tell everybody, yeah, have a policy. Make sure you have the best policy. Make sure you're just not in a contract with someone because they said, hey, put your policy with me. You know, and I'm not gonna name any companies. I'm just saying, you know, a lot of times where our insurance agents, they'll give you a policy and you don't even know what you have. But insurance is there for you when you need it.
Absolutely.
So you wanna make sure you have the best thing going because that day is coming where you will need it. And that process is called filing a claim.
Oh, wow. We have the insurance lady. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and do some one-on-one insurance. And then if you are close to retirement, you don't wanna miss what the insurance lady have to share with you. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose. We'll be back after this.
Quick.
Awesome.
You are so good. You are so good.
Awesome. So,
I'm gonna drink some water.
okay,
My nose started running.
oh, so,
Is that because of the lights?
you know, I don't know, but the Kleenex is in my office though. We don't have any in here, do we?
No, I have some on my desk, but she wants to touch my desk right there.
You got some Kleenex? Yes. If you don't, yeah, we'll let her get some.
I don't like touching
We could've
people's
brought that
Kleenex.
water over here to you, girl. You didn't have to get up.
Those lights are intense. I don't know how to do it.
Well, they gonna make them look good.
Oh,
So when we come back, we're
Okay.
gonna talk about filing claim, property insurance, life insurance, funeral arrangement, and then we'll tackle what you told me on the phone about those that are close to retirement.
Yes.
That is so good. And then we'll get your location, contact, and I'll probably ask you final thoughts from your heart to the people and whatever you feel led to share. That's how we'll close out the show. Okay? That's it. We're doing good.
Am I boring y'all?
No, you're
Is it, are the talking points landing? Because if it's landing with you guys, then they'll receive it. That's why I'm just like trying to be as basic as I can.
yes, you're doing good. You're doing real good.
So you told a story, so that story is gonna keep the attention of your audience. That story you told, now they're listening to you. Now they wanna know more. So yeah, you got me intrigued.
All right.
Ready?
All
Alright,
right.
so recording and 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. We have the insurance lady, Monica Owens on. Thank you so much for your time, beautiful lady.
Thank you, beautiful woman.
Oh, this is amazing. We have really been enjoying the conversation with you, educating the viewers, helping people to understand more about the power of choices and the power of insurance.
Mhm.
We're gonna do a little 101 with some, maybe about 4 bullet points
Okay.
regarding insurance. So filing a claim, a lot of times people don't want to file the claims.
No. Who wants to? 'Cause
I know. And so what is the first step? I mean, when do you file a claim?
Well, first of all, we gotta have a policy. Okay, guys?
Okay.
We need an active policy. Whenever that situation, I don't wanna say what your situation is, but we'll speak in hypothetical terms, okay? It is Tuesday. It's raining. You're experiencing dripping in your bathroom. That's a clear indicator that you have a roof problem, right? Or there's some type of crack in your house that's allowing water to seep through the roof. And so what you wanna do when that happens is, you wanna assess it. Well, don't call the insurance company right away. You wanna get it assessed. You want a company that specializes in what they call property restoration. Because once you file that claim, trust me, the insurance company is going to work. That's what we're supposed to do, right? But you wanna file the claim properly. So once you make that phone call to a property restoration company to assess your damage, then you'll file your claim.
Okay.
If he's saying something in the area or in the avenue of, oh my God, this is caused by the rain. Oh my God, this is caused by the weather. That's what you want. You want whatever claim you need to create to be caused by natural causes, okay? So you're gonna make that phone call to the property restoration company. Everybody on board? Okay. So he's gonna assess and tell you, yes, you have a roof problem. You wanna use your insurance company for the big ticket items. the big ticket items, not the small things you can handle yourself. You want the big one, okay? You want, oh God, I'm probably gonna get in so much trouble, but I gotta be honest with you guys. You want something that's gonna give them a reason, you know, to handle your claim. A roof, guys, is about $10,000, okay? So that particular Tuesday, rain is coming into your house. You've already spoke with the property restoration company. They've already told you, yeah, you need a new roof. You have roof leakage, you have whatever. Make sure you're on the phone with him first. Then you call the insurance company. You're gonna call the insurance company or your local agent. Hopefully you have a great local agent, but you and I both know no one's in the office anymore. We're all out in the field because we have that much of a demand on us now. So you call your local insurance company or your global or your national insurance company and you tell them what you've experienced. And that's how you kind of get the process started. They're gonna get your information, they're gonna ask you about your location, they're gonna verify the policy contents, and then they're gonna respond. They're gonna send an adjuster to your house. Okay, the adjuster's there to adjust the situation. Okay, so once they get there, unfortunately, their job is to make sure that you don't need the money. Sorry to say this, but it's the truth. The adjuster is there, of course, to assess the damage, to see if it's even worth the claim. But at this point, you're already in the open claim. Okay, you're already open. And so your job is to work with the adjuster to determine what type of loss you have. That's why I'm saying do not call the insurance company directly. You call someone to assist you because the adjuster is there to tell you exactly what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. Okay?
Wow.
Big deal.
Oh, wow. See, you're getting some insurance 101 with the insurance lady. That's good, Monica. Property insurance. Tell us about that one.
Well, if you are working, you have property. I'm looking at your beautiful ring, that's your property. I'm looking at your jewelry, that's property. I'm looking at your clothing, that's property. The chairs we're sitting in, that's property. So if you are intelligent and that wasn't nice to say, I'm sorry, say it the right way. If you are cognizant, if you're a person that's aware, if you're thinking, okay, if you have a pulse and you're allowed to live, you have property. Now, it depends on you. If you want to protect your property, that's wonderful. Some people decide they don't. But me and you, we spent a lot of money on our property, right? And so you go into an insurance contract because you want to protect your property. If anything happens, it's not if anything happens, it's when something's going to happen. Something is going to happen that's going to damage your property. Now, we have auto insurance, that's property. You have, if you're a renter, you have your renting things that's in someone else's property. If you are a homeowner, you have a home that you need to insure, okay? And then now we also have, just so many, you have boats and you have motorcycles, whatever property you have, you need it to be insured because you're spending good money on that property. And unfortunately, we're living like the Joneses these days. And so everybody wants that big, beautiful, glamorous life. And I get it, I do too. But you need to have it insured. And if you're financing that life, you want to make sure that not only are you protecting your own interests, but the lender's interest for going in a contract with you. So homeowners insurance is very important because you want to protect the lender's interest as well as your own personal interest.
Wow, girl, you're amazing. I love that. I never thought about that. This rain.
It's
property.
Yeah, it's property.
It's property. When we get property taxes, we're thinking about the home. If it's, like protecting the home, but I don't think many people really think about the property, what's within the home as well. You really, really amazing.
It's a big deal. And just to add just a little bit more to that, if you are a renter, and I'm gonna just look at the camera, okay? If you are a renter, it is your responsibility to have your own things protected. Things are going to happen. You don't really know what the homeowner has done to the house to secure you. So when that weather or that roof damage or when that catastrophe happens, what are you gonna do about your things? So you should have your own renter's insurance protection to cover you. And we're just seeing so many people who are losing out because they don't have their things properly insured. So if you are a renter, and that's the majority of you guys, be smart. Protect your things. Protect your things. You never know when it's going to happen, but it will happen. And you want to be in an insurance contract where you can get some type of financial relief for you and your family.
Wow, amazing, I love it. We're gonna ask, we got two more with the Insurance 101, life insurance.
Thank you. My favorite. Okay. The reason why, I gotta go in and tell you this, the reason why I love life insurance is because it gives me the opportunity to tell the truth. You know, no matter how you look at it, guys, what they're saying, in Georgia alone, 100,000 people are turning 65 in Georgia alone. This is Georgia. So now we're living amongst what we call the baby boomers, okay? The baby boomers are retiring and they're living longer. And so the reason why we are saying it's important for everyone to have a life insurance policy is because the baby boomers created the world that we're in. Just when you're at the light, okay guys, when you're at the light, look to the right and to the left. Just do this for me. You're gonna see someone 65 or older handling the wheel, proud, okay? If you go into a neighborhood, walk around. Guess who's occupying those houses? The retirees, the baby boomers.
You're right.
And so the baby boomers represent a lot of people. I mean, a huge generation. I mean, millions of people are in this category. And so life insurance is important for them right now. 1 in 3 people are without a life insurance policy. Life insurance is important because, y'all, we're gonna die. We are. And your life is important to me. Why? I hate to tell you this, but you represent a dollar sign. You are very important to your family. When they lose you, they lose that financial gift that you bring to the family. Yeah, you're gonna say they're gonna miss you as a person, they're gonna miss your personality, your love, and everything you've been to the family. But that's gonna be their memory. But what they're gonna really need from you, Loretta, is the money you provide. Your husband's gonna need the money you provided, your family, your community, this particular group, they're gonna need the money that you bring in. And so you go with a life insurance policy to be the replacement, not just the burial, even though that's very important, but these days, that person that leaves the family has a financial value that they've brought to that family. And so the reason why I brought up my retirees is because we have a lot of retirees, guys, and they have a lot of wealth. And our retirees are leaving us. And so if you are smart, and that's my word, I'm just gonna say that, if you are smart, you make sure that they have a life insurance policy on them that will pay the family when they leave us. I know it sounds so awful, but it's the truth. We're losing our senior citizens left and right. Not only are we losing our senior citizens, we're losing younger people more than we ever have. We're losing, working class people more than we ever have. What we experienced during COVID really changed the whole world. And we saw the burden of what a life is to a family. Okay, so you go into a life insurance contract with the insurance company to provide that money, not just the funeral, to provide the money that that particular family is going to leave, behind, meaning, that void. The void that the family member that passes away will leave behind. You want to have something on that person. And the insurance world will provide that for you. You will have to go into a contract. But you pay that money every month, or you decide to pay it every year, whichever way you want to. I'm gonna just go into this if you don't mind. You have different type of insurance, life insurance policies you can go into. They have one called whole life. That's what you call a policy that's gonna be there forever. It's never gonna change in its value. You get it at the particular age that you are, and that premium is the premium you'll pay until that policy ends, meaning you end, unfortunately. Then you have something called term life. Oh, and by the way, with the whole life policy, that's gonna also build some insurance, what they call interest, or they call it cash value. You're gonna have some cash value in that policy because the insurance company is saying, being that you're going into this contract with us, we're gonna share some money with you if you need it, okay? And then you go into another policy, which is called a term life policy. The reason why you get a term life policy is because it's based on time. So most of your term life policies are 10, 20, and 30 years. If you go into a 10-year policy, you're thinking in 10 years, I'm gonna save all my money, but just in case I don't make it to where I can have the money to pass along to my family, I'm going to go into a contract. So I'm rambling here, but you're gonna go into a term life policy just in case you're not able to save the money for your family. It is timed. Then there's another policy, which is called the IUL. This is an Index Universal Life Insurance contract that I need everybody to invest in. These are the policies that the Rockefellers had, okay? These policies allow you to, number one, become your own bank. You become your own bank. You decide, this is how much I'm going to invest in a life insurance contract. It's called an IUL because it's called Index Universal Life. It provides both things. So it's gonna give you the cash value that you need as well as the life insurance that you need. So you make a decision how much you want. So you may decide, Monica, I need $1 million on me, because you're definitely $1 million woman. And so you're gonna decide to buy money with an IUL policy. And the IUL policy is gonna give you some interest. However, how much you want to put inside your IUL policy is what the insurance company is gonna partner with you on. So the insurance company may say, if you're gonna pay $1,000 a month, we're gonna give you a certain amount of money in interest. And we're gonna use the money that you're giving us to partner with our stock, okay? And we all know about index funds and things like that. And so you're gonna invest with the insurance company so they can invest your money and make more. So we call these the IULs, and you become your own bank. So how much do you need at 65? You may need $1 million. So if you're already buying that universal life policy for $1 million, you may want at age 65, that policy reflect your cash. However you decide to invest in that policy by the time you're 65, if the insurance company is saying, we're gonna invest with you. So at this point, you become your own bank. This is what we need for everybody to do. Yes, it's very smart, guys. Do your research. Don't just take my word. Look up universal life insurance policies or index universal life policies.
Wow.
And get something like that as early as you can to become your own bank, because you'll be able to withdraw the money when you need it.
So we need to be teaching our children this.
You definitely need to be teaching your children this. But life insurance is a big deal, family. It's a big, big deal.
Wow. Last one, funeral arrangements.
Funeral arrangements, thank you.
That's something, no one really wanna talk about,
I know.
but.
I know. It's a very uncomfortable it's a very uncomfortable conversation, and I have these often. So I have to tone my energy down and relax and have a conversation with someone about a funeral. The company I represent now, one of my companies, is called Lincoln Heritage. They're called Funeral Advantage Plans. So they partner with all the funeral homes throughout the nation to plan your funeral. You may not know, but there's a lot involved in funerals. People, I don't know what's going on, but people are very serious about how they want to be remembered. And the funeral is a way to highlight that. And so Lincoln Heritage and I go around and educate people on what you need for the funeral. You gotta have a casket. No one knew that Walmart sells caskets. Walmart sells caskets, okay?
Never heard of that.
Right. If you decide that you want to have a full funeral, you can, or you don't. It's what you want, right? But if you're someone that wants to display to the entire world that I arrived, I lived a great life, your funeral is gonna be a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
And so you wanna go into an insurance contract to be able to plan just a funeral. Even if you don't want a whole life policy, even if you don't have a term life policy, you just wanna plan your funeral. These are plans out there. Now, their whole life policies, or what we call final expenses. Your final expenses, what's the last thing you're gonna pay for? Yeah, you're gonna be dead, but this will be the last thing you're gonna pay for. And your beneficiary will be the person that will make that decision or create those arrangements for you. The reason why Lincoln Heritage created the Funeral Advantage Plan is because we're not allowing funeral homes to take advantage of anyone anymore. If the funeral should not be $10,000, then why is it? If we can negotiate and come up with better plans or better ways to, take someone home with the dignity that they want, then let's do so. So my company represents the entire nation in helping people to understand you don't need to really spend $10,000 if you can't afford it. Go into a small burial policy. That's what this is. It's still whole life insurance, but you go into a small burial policy just for the funeral, and it's affordable. So when you're saying on TV, the guy saying, $9 a month, $9, yeah, you can get a policy. Now, it may be $500 or $1,000, but you have funeral homes that will take that. They will give you a decent, proper going away. Now, you may not be able to afford the real estate to get you buried. You may not be able to afford the embalming process, but you get something that the funeral home can work with to, of course, have your final wishes.
Ooh, wow, this is a lot of information. You definitely gonna have to come back. You have schooled us, the community, the viewers, parents, senior citizen, young people. I mean, this is great knowledge.
Loretta, you would not believe how many young people we're losing. I feel it welling up on the inside of me. I remember looking forward to turning 18. I looked forward to turning 18. Oh my God, when I turn 18, mommy, I'm gonna right? Well, unfortunately, our children are being exposed to the world way quicker than we could ever imagine. And when you expose yourself to the world, we have in the young community, they call it haters, okay? You expose yourself to haters, and haters are going to hate. And unfortunately, a lot of these haters have guns, and they also have drugs, and they'll do anything to disrupt the future of a young person. They're on vapes. You know about vapes? They're vaping now, y'all, at age 10, 7. They're in school right now vaping. Y'all, this is giving us premature death rates that we have never experienced in our lives. And so I'm telling you and yours to make sure you have a life insurance policy on your entire family, because you just never know. If you can go into a contract with the insurance company and pay for their policies, do it. You're gonna benefit from it, unfortunately, but it's a smart thing to do. Have your entire family insured. If you have that family member that is questionable, it's your responsibility to go in and get something on that person, because if you're the main breadwinner of your family, they're coming to you. So let's, just be smart about what we're doing as far as our life insurance.
We need for you all to share this show with everybody you know and all your loved ones, because we all have that one in the family at least. Wow. As I'm listening to you, Monica, the insurance industry, this capacity that you're serving, it became your ministry.
Don't make me cry. What are you doing?
It is.
It is.
It is.
And a prophet told me that. Yeah. A prophet told me that. She said, Monica, insurance is your ministry. And she gave me the scripture, Matthew 10. And it says basically when, Jesus was doing his ministry, he was just basically telling his disciples, if they don't receive your peace, shake the dust off of your sandals.
Come on, girl.
And keep it moving.
Come on.
And that's what, I want to say her name is Elaine Jacobs. Yeah, prophetess Jacobs. She said, Monica, your industry is your ministry.
Yes.
Can you imagine the conversations I have? I am a secret holder. So the reason why I'm the insurance lady is because they would say, basically respect her, because I've given her a lot of my information. Give me a second, my insurance lady is here.
Wow.
You know,
Amazing.
my insurance, because that's how important this position is.
Yes.
So all of you all who are ever interested in going into something like this, it will change your life. If you love people.
Yes.
If you love people, this is the career for you, or what you're doing, of course.
Wow.
But if you want to be someone that will change people's lives, this is the career for you.
Wow. I have one final question before we get ready to close out, because when we were talking, kind of like doing a pre-interview, you shared something that was so profound. Every senior citizen, every retiree, or if you're coming up close to retirement, you need to hear this knowledge that the insurance lady is sharing with everyone. I heard where you were talking about people that are retiring, they're getting this 401k, you know, what to do with their money, because sometimes people get so much, they don't know what to do with it. They haven't been educated. So as we get ready to close out, help those, because my husband is close to retirement, like in about 4 years. And so, what did we do?
All right. I hope everybody's ready, because I'm gonna be frank, okay? Put your
Yes.
seatbelt on.
Put the seatbelt on.
All right, y'all. If you're about to retire, you're about to walk into a huge, substantial amount of money. Just say substantial.
Substantial.
Substantial. If you've done the right responsibility, meaning you've invested properly, you've utilized your 401k, or you have been a smart person and just maybe hid money. Once you turn 65, you open up your life to this beautiful thing called wealth. And there are people waiting on your funds. The Georgia Power is waiting on your funds. The insurance company is waiting on your funds. The neighbor, the lottery company, the liquor store, they're all waiting on this money you're about to receive. I'm sorry, and the gambling places, the casinos, all the vacation places, they are waiting on you to retire. Here's what I want to tell you. Immediately go into an insurance contract, put a defined amount, whichever you decide. You lock it in and you lock that money with your insurance company. That way your family doesn't have access to it and you don't either. You protect your wealth that you're about to receive with the insurance company and allow that wealth to, of course, grow. And if you need it, of course, you can go and grab it. It's an insurance contract. But you need to protect some of that money, because everybody, and I hate to say this, Loretta, but everybody that needs $1 will start to ask you for yours. So what you want to do is not make it so available. And if you're a loving person like me, if you're a giver like how I am, you will have a hard time saying no to these people. So go on and put your money in an IRA, okay, or some type of investment tool where you are not allowed to get to your beautiful money that you worked so hard for, meaning your nest egg. You save it, you protect it, and when you are ready to spend it, you spend it your way.
Wow, that's good. That's good right there. Because my father, when he retired, that's what he did. He put his money in the IRA.
Good for him.
Now, my mother is like, I don't like that because I can't get to it. But
He was smart
he
though.
was smart.
Because he know your mom.
He knows my mom. So the takeaway, be smart about it. That's what she's educating us, because we all have the ability to make choices. And so that's what you're encouraging and sharing with everyone. Just be smart about it. You can do that. You have the choice of doing that. I love it. You have been amazing. We definitely got to get you back on. And I believe the next Loretta Rose show, we need you on with the live audience.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, you're amazing.
You
are amazing. For those that are watching, how can we follow you, contact you, where are you located? Because we need for you all to reach out to her, because she's gonna save you money on the front end and on the back end.
Yes.
And make sure your legacy is reserved.
Yes. Of course, I'm Monica Owens. My company is The Insurance Lady. I am a Georgia and Alabama agent. My physical office, if you need me, is based on appointments, but our address is 1923 Opelika Road here in Phoenix City, Alabama. Other than that, you can reach me by my phone, which is 706-530-8268. Again, it's 706-530-8268. I am 24 hours, Now, don't call too late, but you're more than welcome to call. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Monica Owens, the Insurance Lady Monica Owens. On your Instagram, I have the Insurance Lady Monica, as well as Monica the Insurance Lady. There weren't any people calling themselves the Insurance Lady a long time ago,
Wow.
but we're so blessed to where insurance ladies are all over the globe.
Wow.
And so my buddy, who I love, he said, Monica, the best form of flattery is imitation.
Yes.
So we have insurance ladies all over the world, so I'm happy about that. But I look forward to working with you guys and, just giving you some information about how I can help you and how the insurance world can help you. You are to use an insurance policy. Don't be afraid. Use it. If you gotta file a claim, file it. But make sure when you do it, you are smart and you are ready, because the insurance company has been scammed unlike anything you've ever experienced. And so they have their protections in place. You make sure you have yours.
Amazing. You are definitely a trailblazer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you've been a blessing. The insurance lady, the one and only Monica Owens. You've been watching here on Street Talk with Loretta Rose. Thanks for watching.
Clear.
Awesome. You have.
That's some good stuff.
That's gonna be good stuff. That's a evergreen.
Yeah.
When we say evergreen, mean it can go on and on and on. It's not seasonal. It's forever.
Wow. Evergreen, like an evergreen tree. Oh, okay. Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Amazing.
no.
My phone is over there. I need to make sure we get a picture.
But there's, it'd be good to have them back on here because there's so much more. There's so much more.
So much
Yeah,
more.
Dig into.
And y'all, it was so many thoughts, so many things.
Oh yeah, because like you can't cover it all within 20, 30 minutes.